Hey guys, so here's our pin. It's our little Moana pin with her sister. I thought this would be a fun craft without being too complicated. I traded for this pin from a friend and I thought, oh, I bet you I can make something cute with that. So I went ahead and took it. So let's go ahead and get our paper. It was I think it went to Character Warehouse at one point. So we're going to be using a 4x4 piece of Blackberry Bliss. Then we're going to be using a 3 1/4 by 3 1/4 of Calypso Coral. These are available at fabulousstamper.com if you want this specific paper. And then we're going to be using Petunia Pop here. Now this is a retiring paper. I believe it's on clearance right now. And it's the 2024 to 2026 in color paper. And one of the sheets in every color had this kind of tropical theme, which I loved. I thought the greenery looked very tropical in my opinion. And so I went ahead and snagged that and used that. We're just going to layer these together. And this is 3 by 3 if I didn't say that. And see, look, there's stripes on the other side and then the floral on this side. And I think I'm going to turn this the other way. And I used all the colors here are from the pin. You see how it matches like perfectly, even the coral and even the blackberry there in the mountains. I just thought it was fun. And I was going to use more green, but it just didn't match. So I went ahead and just thought, you know, let me just use this one. So that's what I'm doing. And we'll just zhuzh it up with some cute stuff. And maybe this isn't a pin you're like crazy to showcase, but maybe it is. I don't know, you know? I think sometimes even simple pins can be displayed. So this is a little bit different than the big pins that I do, the big fig pins that have the large frames, but I still think it has a great impact. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to place my pin here. I want to get a gauge before I add anything else to it. I want to just kind of get a gauge of, well, I've got a couple things that I want to try and add here. Okay, so I have these little pieces that were left over from a paper pumpkin that I had. And I thought about maybe using a little bit of the coral. I don't know if that'll look good or not. No, it doesn't really stand out enough. I wonder if this big one does. You know what, maybe if I punch out a leaf and then we can add a little bit of the coral to the side. I think that's what we'll do. Okay, so we'll go ahead and punch out a leaf. I have a palm leaf here. A palm leaf punch. So let's go ahead and punch out a couple of these. Let's punch out one and see. I was thinking I might put it behind like this. Maybe we need two. Maybe we need one on each side. And so like a crisscross kind of thing going on. And then we can put it down. And then maybe we could add the coral here. Oh, that actually doesn't look bad. I was thinking about adding this large piece, but I think I'll save that for Ariel or something. So let's go ahead and get these little pieces. Like I said, they came with a kit that I had and they're leftover pieces. So let's see about putting one on each side and then we'll add some shiny, something shiny. Let's leave that there. Put these away. We'll set that aside. And this was a Little Smiles kit. I don't have the kit anymore. We don't sell it anymore, but you might be able to find it from some of my friends who I will link. And this is the leaf punch, and it's no longer available either, but you should be able to find it from some of my friends or online if you had to, but it's not current, unfortunately. And then let's go ahead and let's start layering. I think having these little leaves right here. So even though there is the tropical in the back, I think adding the leaves, just leaves, adds a little added touch to it. Just adds a little something. You know, because I want to make sure it's something that you guys want to have, like on your desk or something. I like the idea of one crooked in the corner and then one to the side like that. And let's make sure. Yeah, I think one to the side like that is good. So we'll put a little bit of glue here. And this will dry quickly, should dry pretty quickly. Let's keep it up a little bit. I want to try and make sure this distance, these 4 distances are similar. And then we'll put that there. And we'll put like a little bit of coral, I think, popping out on each side maybe. I have a little seashell, but it doesn't look like Moana seashell, and I don't think it'll look that cute, so we won't put that one down. And remember, you can always get supplies at fabulousstamper.com. I'm going to go ahead and take a little glue dot here. The coral is very, you can see, because it's vellum, you can actually see the coral, the glue through the vellum. So you want to be careful. Let's go ahead and put our pin down and see if we can like, I think I need 2 little dimensionals on the back of this. Yeah, let's go ahead and put some dimensionals on the back of this. Just to get it popped up. I'm not going to glue it down completely, but let's go ahead and get it spaced. It's a little off center. Let's move it a little bit more to the right. That looks a little bit better. It's not glued down, so that gives me the chance to kind of put my coral down without the pin totally being stuck yet. We'll have the coral right here. It's delicate, so you got to be careful with it. All right, we'll push that right there. And then we'll do the same thing with the other piece of coral. Just kind of tuck it behind just lightly. And we'll add some little gems, I think. All right, let me go ahead and take the, I'm adding the dimensionals because it helps with putting it in the frame. And it also helps, with keeping it in place, keeps it from swinging around, which is what I'm twisting. See, you know, because I can twist it and stuff. So it keeps it in place. Oh, that looks so cute. So darling. And I think we need a little sparkle. So let's grab some gems. And then we have these are the 2024 to 26 in color shimmer gems. I think these are gone now, but I don't know. I just thought they were pretty. Oh yeah, I think these will be good. I think I want to use, just they have like the slightest shimmer and they match the paper actually. So the purple matches the paper. So I think I want to use these ones. I was thinking about using these, but I don't want it to try and match. Let's try one out and see how I like it. Let's take one of each and see, do I like that look? Got to be careful, I don't want to tear the vellum. No, I don't think I like the green. Thought about this little cabana looking color. That one might work. No, I think the purple's gonna do it. Let's go ahead and put some purple ones down. And it just adds this little shimmer. And we need another small one. So let me go and slide one out of here. Let's get a little small one over here. I don't know if I like this one on here. Let's add it right here. Okay. The glue came off the back of it, so I managed to peel the glue off with my tweezers. There we go. Just the right touch of shimmer, just a little something to make it, you know, it just adds the tiniest shimmer. I don't know if you guys can see. I want it to stop and to focus. I don't know why it's not focusing. There we go. So cool. And all we're going to do is we're going to take out our little piece here. We don't need that anymore. We're going to take our little label. I always got to put a label on the back. This is a Stampin' Up! Policy. You have to make sure the copyright, because this paper is copyrighted, so are these shapes and images. Okay, so I need a glue dot, but you can't put, the glue dot will shine through the vellum. So I put it right there underneath the dot, the little shimmer gem, so that it doesn't show. But this coral was moving a little too much. I was worried it was gonna rip on whoever bought it. And I didn't want that, obviously. So then we're gonna place her inside our little frame, and we'll put some cardboard on the back here. Let's see if we need, it's a little long. So this piece is a little bit long. So what I have is you can either put, I might be able to put another piece on the top. Let's see. Let's cut another piece out. Because we got to make sure that we don't want our pin to be broken, but we also don't want to injure anyone either. So let's go ahead and put, there we go. We'll put 2, and that fully covers the pin and not, you know, anything too crazy. And let's see how this goes. All right. Oh my gosh, so cute. Oops, I put it backward. It's such a sweet little pin. And, you know, perfect for a sister, you know, like, or if you had 2 daughters. To me, I think it's a good craft. Oh gosh, look at how sweet that looks. Doesn't it look sweet? Not the sweetest little thing. I'm glad I was thinking, hey, I should try and craft with this. If you have to make adjustments, like it's not, you know, like right now it's a little crooked in the frame, you just slide it to where you need it. And then you can also place a glue dot inside your frame to hold it if it keeps sliding. But this one seems to be holding now. It was just movement from my hands. So sweet, right? Isn't that a sweet little frame? So, well, thanks for tuning in, you guys. I appreciate you. I hope you guys like this. I mean, it is a really pretty frame. It's got some really, I don't know if you can see, but there's a really gorgeous, like, kind of pearl in the water and on the sand. It's a pretty frame. So I'm so glad I got to make this. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. And I hope you guys have an excellent day. All right, bye.